Hey everyone, it's Lori MacVittie, Distinguished Engineer and Chief Evangelist at F5, and I have with me Cindy Borovick to talk about some of the results in the State of Application Strategy 2025. Hi
Hi,
Cindy.
Lori. Thanks so much for having me. I am very excited. I'm Cindy Borovick, and I'm responsible for our market intelligence here at F5, and I'm very excited about this topic.
You're very excited about operations or about the State of Application Strategy? Because operations is not something most people go, "Ooh, I can't wait," right? Some of us, but most people
Well,
don't.
the truth is, I'm always excited about state application strategy, but the truth is, I am excited about operations because I think that the operations folks are always forgotten. And we're in IT, we're always thinking about these like new shiny things, and yet the folks like that have to get the job done day to day don't always get the tools that they need to be successful. And so that is why I think in this report we've really highlighted the tools the operations folks need to be successful.
Yes, yes, and understanding that, right, all of this new stuff, the rush to implement more AI and increasing applications and more modern applications, all of these things in the report that we've been finding, right, that there's more modern applications, that people are deploying more AI models, is increasing the load on operations. They have to, right, maintain more, operate more, scale more, secure more, so it's very frustrating for them. And I know I looked into it last year. There is no such thing as an operational experience score. Now, there is for developers, the developer experience, right? The user experience, the partner experience. There's nothing for operations. I'm trying to fix that because I think that's important. And some of that research about how would one define the operational experience went into designing some of the questions for state of application strategy. And that's where we bring some of those results and share them with everyone around what they find most frustrating, where they're spending their time. Is it writing custom scripts? Is it troubleshooting? Is it configuration? Right? What's going on? There's just so much data that we have now about, right, what that experience looks like, what it is that frustrates them, and then hopefully, right, that leads us to what can not just we, but right, the entire industry do about
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the things in terms of what's a very time consuming task that we found is working with vendor APIs, right? So, it's true that every vendor has a different different APIs. They may be composed in a different way, harder to understand. You have to be really adept at understanding all the different vendor APIs. So that's definitely a challenge that rose to the top that we heard about.
it. Yes, yes, and that is part of that complexity, right, conversation about just how complex it is, because it's not just, when we say vendors, it's not just the like infrastructure vendors or the delivery and security vendors. It's also cloud vendors, environment vendors, and application, right? Everything that has to be integrated or managed using an API is causing this kind of frustration. And there are a lot of reasons for it, but it seems like that's one of the most obvious things that if we could just fix that, that would
Right.
be nice.
And we know from our research, we know from other studies out in the industry, you know, APIs are really what is driving value for digital transformation initiatives. So, we need APIs. They are it's there are internal APIs that folks are using internally in their organization, but really, the real fun and revenue generating activities come from APIs, but we really need the operations folks to have a better way to handle those APIs.
We do, and I think they actually have the answer, and it was in the report because one of the one of the frustrating things, right, they spend a lot of time on is writing custom scripts. So it's not really a surprise that one of the things they really want AI to do for them is write custom scripts. So you see in these responses, right, and the relationship that operations is already looking to AI again for acceleration, for automation, to help manage some of that complexity that's just kind of gotten out of control in their environments. So it's really good data. It's interesting. We haven't asked these kind of questions before. So I thought it was really nice to dig into and understand what's really frustrating operations and folks, and what's making their experience not a good one, because we should want to improve it, because they are the ones who keep our digital business running, right? Let's be honest, right? They don't write the apps, but they keep them running and they keep them secure. And I think that's an important piece of an organization, that we should be looking to help in any way to make things run a little bit more smoothly for them. So, you can dig into the report, and I encourage you to do so for more details on all of this and some of those other questions, and you'll see some of those intersections yourself. And of course, we share those kind of insights in the report. So go, run, grab it now.